or they stay the exact same. Why is it that we're about to lose Tyler Linderbaum and Isiah Likely in one offseason? Can someone tell me why that's about to happen? Now, is Linderbaum asking for a lot? Sure. But he should. He's our only consistent lineman. Don't give me the Ronnie Stanley shit. Ronnie Stanley's not enough. He wasn't. Now, he had a better year than he's had in some previous years, but I mean, that ain't saying much. And so we're gonna lose one of our top 3 center in the league for nothing. Like, you think the Chargers got money out the ass. They're gonna pay him. The Giants, they'll find room for him. Hell, the Patriots could really use him. Which for them is more on the guards. The guards and tackles for them. Right? But we're about to lose Linderbaum because we have no money. And that's the issue. That's what I want to talk about in this video. We're about to lose Tyler Linderbaum, a young star at lineman, and then a future star to me and Isiah Likely. Because we're cheap. We're going to lose Isiah Likely. Why? Because we gave the money to Mark Andrews. Out of prime, Mark Andrews. Fumble, Mark Andrews. Drop a pass in the end zone against Buffalo, Mark Andrews. That's who we're going to lose for. Isiah Likely made the biggest play of the year in Week 18 against the Steelers, and that's the man that's about to walk. You better hope he don't get picked up by the Chiefs, the Patriots, or the Chargers, or Seattle. You better hope. But I feel like it's what's going to happen. I feel like it's what's going to happen because anyone can use an Isiah Likely. He's young. He can move. There's not a catch he can't make. His crazy hands. He's basically a receiver. He's like a big body receiver. And at the end of the day, we're about to lose him because we don't know when to let go of certain players. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Bateman will be traded. As far as I'm concerned, Marlon Humphrey will be traded. What's that, 26, 27 million against the cap? Get Marlon Humphrey up out of here. I thank you for what you've done for Baltimore, but you got to go. Andrews, we're kind of screwed with him because we're going to lose Likely, so we have to keep Andrews, right? We might even lose Kohler, who's on 3rd Street tight end. We might lose him too. Great. And, you know, I really want to know what is the mentality? Because if we lose Tyler Linderbaum, y'all better be saving that money for a A.J. Brown, a Garrett Wilson, a Max Crosby. Hell, you might as well throw money toward George Pickens. You better be doing something if you're going to lose out on a star lineman. But I don't think it's worth it. This deal should have been done in the offseason. But we wasted money on Andrews because we thought Linderbaum, when he's young, he's just going to sign back. No, bro. He ain't stupid. You thought it was going to be that easy. No, it ain't. And the longer you wait, the more expensive he's going to be because teams are going to be bidding on him left or right. He could get interest. He could get interest from 8 to 10 teams easy. Because offensive lineman is crucial. Look at what happened with New England Patriots. Look at what happened with the Chargers. Offensive line killed those teams. Hell, the offensive line killed us. Lamar missed games because our offensive line stunk. You know? Hell, Jay Daniels, he's going to need an offensive line because he's kind of injury prone already. Offensive lineman is crucial in today's league with how fast D linemen are. So at the end of the day, you've got to make it work. And here's the thing. It starts with restructuring contracts. Lamar Jackson, hey, bro. I got you your head coach. I got you your offensive coordinator. Cool. You have to come off some bread. We can open up 40 to 50 million just off Lamar Jackson alone. He's a $70 million cap hit. We could open up 40 to 50 million just off him restructuring. Do I think he will? Yes, for the right person. He ain't restructuring for you to sit there and get some old bastard like just some old bastard backup running back. No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. Roquan Smith better come off some money too, because Roquan's not worth the money he's at right now. He's just not worth it anymore. He's not worth it. He knows he's not worth it. So there better not be no arguments about him restructuring a deal. Stanley's already restructured a deal before, but Marlon Humphrey be moved because he's going to have to come off that $26 million. He ain't the same corner as he used to be. You know? And we have young secondary guys like Washington, like a Gilman, like Malachi Starks. Humphrey going to be left in the dust. He's going to be left in the dust. Matabike, you're going to have to let it rock because he wouldn't want to come off a restructured deal because he just broke his neck. Like, if he has to retire, which I think he's probably back. He's on Twitter, good news, right? A while back. But You can't ask a man that just broke his neck and was out 15 games to then try to restructure a deal. Even though he did miss basically a whole season, that means your stock would drop. But to get a player to do that, it's not realistic, and he's young, right? Like, he's only been in the league, what, 3 years now? You know, that's a tough sell. That's a tough sell, right? So at the end of the day, you're going to have to move off Marlon Humphrey. You're going to have to move off Rashad Bateman as well, even though he ain't got no market because he sucks. This is Rashad Bateman's been here. What is year 4 out of him? I can't do it with Rashad Bateman. He cannot be a second best receiver on this team. He cannot. He can't. You cannot have Zay Flowers be the only consistent weapon for Lamar to throw to. Which brings me to another point. If you're not going to get a Tyler Linderbaum, how the hell is Lamar supposed to get the ball to any receiver, even if you bring in an A.J. Brown, if you bring in a Garrett Wilson? How's he going to get the ball to him if no one's there to protect him? And Tyler Linderbaum understands snap counts. He's one of the only guys that doesn't get false starts on this team, like Rosengarten and Falele trash ass, and Stanley gets false starts all the time. You have Likely blocking. Likely would get false starts. Linderbaum's the only one that understands the snap count with Lamar Jackson. DeCosta, look, I understand we fired John Harbaugh, and that's cool. We needed to, but DeCosta, there's no reason why he shouldn't be fired too. Let's be clear. I mean, what he's done with this roster, like, I don't understand it. Where's the money going? And people say, well, Lamar Jackson take up a lot of money. Bro, they weren't putting money in anyone anyway before Lamar Jackson got that contract. And what, Lamar Jackson asking price, bro, he's a 2-time MVP. And then the year after his second MVP, he had the best year of his career, 2024. The MVP he should have gotten that Josh Allen got. Bro, his price was raising anyway. And you see what we were when the games he missed, god awful. But you can still restructure Lamar Jackson's deal. And if you're talking about getting receivers, if you don't want to go out and get A.J. Brown because he's expensive, fine. But there is another guy. There is a guy that's hitting the free agency market for the first time in his career. A man that's been in the league for 11 years. 10 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. His name is Mike Evans. Mike Evans will give you what Hopkins gave you, but more. Because he can move better. He had less injuries. He's just as good as catching the ball as DeAndre Hopkins, or better. And, bro, he's mostly an Iron Man. He missed 8 games last year. So he only played 8 games last year, with a broken collarbone. So he missed a good amount of time. But they also didn't make the playoffs. He's had time to rest. He is an older receiver, but he is an over-the-top receiver. And look what Hopkins did for us. You think Mike Evans can't do that? I would get Mike Evans right now, because Mike Evans also, his asking price ain't going to be high. I'm not going to waste my time trying to go after a Tyreek Hill that I think Tyreek Hill is not going to be the same receiver. He's probably only going to come into the season 70% anyway, and he's built off his speed that he's no longer going to have. And he don't have good enough hands like a Mike Evans to make up for it. And he's 5'10", 5'11". I'm good on Tyreek Hill. Let him go to Kansas City and you finish off there. I don't need another Marquise Brown, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman type of receiver. We need an over-top receiver. Mike Evans could be that. And if you don't want to get a Mike Evans, you can't get Mike Evans, you go after the Jets and you see what they're calling. You see what they want for Garrett Wilson. And if you can't do that, you also, look, the Raiders, you call them. Now, they want 2 first rounds and a prominent player. We can give them 2 first-round picks, because when you in a win-now mode, the picks don't mean shit. But the fact of the matter is, we don't have a prominent player to give up. We're not giving up Lamar Jackson. We're not giving up Derrick Henry. They wouldn't need him. They have Ashton Jeanty. We're not giving up Mark Andrews. They have Brock Bowers. No point. We're not going to give up Zay Flowers. We're not giving up Kyle Hamilton or Matt Abike or Roquan. Shit, I would. For Matt Sharp, I would. But yeah, we're not giving up. And there's no point giving up Mike Green and Malachi Starks, because they were just rookies, and we have some problems in them under Anthony Weaver and Jesse Minter's system. You know, so I would like to get Max Crosby, but do I think we'll get him? No, because the Raiders are asking us for so much that we don't have. But I'm just getting this video out because I haven't talked about the Ravens in a long time. But it just blows my mind how we want to play it so safe. Bro, go out there and get off these contracts. Restructure these deals. Open up money. This is a new era. Yeah, we're doing the same dumb shit. There's talks about we have an interest in Khalil Mack. For what? I understand he knows Anthony Weaver's system. I understand he's under Jesse. Man, that's fine. But he's also old. He's old. The best season he ever had, probably in 2023. But shit, things change. Things change. We're relying on an old pass rusher. But what? We did that with Jadeveon Clowney, and he left. We done it with Calais Campbell when he was here. He left. What's the point? What is the point? Restructure deals, make the right moves, figure it out. I mean, and on top of that, getting a Mike Evans type of receiver anyway, you need that because we have a young coaching staff. So why not throw some veteran in there, like a Mike Evans that is still at a Pro Bowl level to me when he's fully healthy. Get Linderbaum back. You already missed out on Isiah Likely. But if they don't get Tyler Linderbaum back, I'm going to have a rant video for that ass. Sick of this damn team, man.